When I graduated from high school, we sang 3 songs, trombone solo. My voice was such, our music teacher made me lip sync. My mother never forgive her.
With only a flat note to offer, Mac Christensen has found himself president of Utah's most prestigious musical talent. A place he never dreamed of being when the call came nearly 11 years ago.
Brother Mac, President Hinckley would like to see you. So I go over and they took me right in, and I knew President fairly well. And he said, Mac, we're calling you to be the president of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, with my background, music background, you know. And I said, I kind of blurted out, I said, President, I'm a monotone. We're not calling you to sing, Mac.
But as the current Tabernacle Choir president,
I have nothing to do with the music end of it.
It isn't hitting a note that's his forte, but overseeing the administrative needs of the choir.
It's a big business.
Is where his biggest strengths shine through. You see, Mr. Mac Christensen has been running businesses for years. And when it comes to men's clothing,
sometimes you want a jacket, sometimes a suit.
He's the one name everyone knows.
Good thing you shop Mr. Mac.
It's in the story behind the man in the well-known suit where true pioneering spirit is found.
Grew up in Ephraim, Utah, went to Snow College.
It was the summer of 1953. As a young country boy, Mac was looking for work so he could afford his last year of college. He traveled up to Salt Lake for a job at Kennecott Copper Mine, but when they went on strike, he was forced to find something else.
But I ended up at ZCMI.
Retail.
I went to the buyer and said, look, I need a job. And he said, I don't have a job. I said, I need a job. And he said, well, our tie lady wants to take the summer off. If you'll take care of the ties, I can put you there.
At the time, Mac didn't know, but it was here at ZCMI where he says he learned the master's craft of retail.
Started in the tie department, didn't make enough money to get back in school, went from the ties to the jewelry, to the hat department, to the underwear department, finally to the shirt department.
Before long, Mac was promoted to a salesman, then to a buyer, and soon found himself as a manager of the entire men's and boys sections at ZCMI.
But every year they'd cut my percentage. I made too much money.
After about 10 years of priceless training and working for someone else, Mac decided he wanted to go on his own.
We had 6 children at the time, had a home, we sold the home. I think we got about $25,000. Put that in the business.
The Christensen family started their first store, the Clothing Tree.
We got a delivery truck and put racks in it and come into Salt Lake and sold suits out of the truck.
They worked long, grueling days.
You know, one thing Dad taught all of his sons and daughters is that you have to know how to work. He's the only man I know that loves to work 7 days a week.
And after about a year, their work started paying off. The business was expanding.
We were blessed to have great resources, just unbelievable. People would buy just to help us.
Christensen's opened a number of stores throughout the Salt Lake area. Then in 1968, Mac bought a clothes store in an Idaho Falls mall called Mr. Mac from a man named Macintosh. That is when he decided it was time for a name change.
Missionaries need a lot of stuff.
Mac's dependable word and product has clothed thousands of men and missionaries around the world.
You want those people back and back, and you want to take care of them.
In 2011, there are now 9 Mr. Mac stores, but it's not Mr. Mac in charge anymore. Since 1997, when Mac and his wife Joan were called to serve as directors of the Washington, D.C. LDS Temple Visitor Center, Mac has given ownership of all 9 stores to his 4 sons and son-in-law.
And they're honest and they're hardworking, and it was time.
He was willing to do things that others weren't. He put it all on the line to start his business, and he'll never talk about how many individuals that he's given money to help out as they're trying either to start something new or had a challenge. That's why so many people consider him such a great friend, is because his willingness to step up and help out.